The good thing for you, there's another aspect of what you do. Not only do you do the procedures, you also are a trainer in this. You teach, and I know you like to travel around a lot. Obviously, you can't just be in one area. Okay. So you've gone places all over the world to train. I know you just came back from Australia, right? All over the U.S. I mean, you've been to our locations a few times, Scottsdale, Las Vegas, all the way up Miami, New Jersey, like name them, right? And Dubai, you're getting ready to head to Dubai as well?
Well, Dubai will be clients in a conference. I don't plan to host a class out there. I would like to, don't get me wrong, but they got some nice paying clients out there too, so we'll see how that goes.
So tell me about your training program and how it works.
Yeah, so I started training just about 2 years ago. Okay. The big reason I got into it, I never even thought I was going to train. You know, I wanted to come in and just knock out the practitioner work. There's great money as a stretch mark practitioner. Sure. You know, a lot of opportunity, very few competition, right? So it was great. I was cool with that, you know, and I kind of got forced into it. There was a lady that was following me who just really wanted to learn. And at first I was like, go learn from blah, 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 who I learned from, right? And she's like, no, I want to learn from you. And then so I sat there and I was like, you know what? There's a lot that I'm bringing to the table as far as a potential trainer, right? So when I mentioned I was in the military, so when I was in the military, I had a period of time where I taught weapons safety and operations. So I have a pretty good grasp on how to lay it out very easily to, you know, for the trainee to absorb and retain, right? One of my big things was like, I need to have a free conscience when I step into this. If I am just doing what my trainer did, just hitting copy, paste, put my name on it, it would eat me up, you know? But so I started sitting there, I was like, well, actually, my technique has changed, right? My needle choice has changed. My ingredients list has changed. So I'm not even hitting copy, paste. It's technically mine at this point, you know, the way I look at it. So, you know, I was like, okay. So I started putting something together. And I put together my first little training manual. It must have been like 13 pages total, you know? And now in 2 years, I have updated it 5 times. I'm on my 5th version of it. It's now like 48 pages long or something like that. You know, as I learn some more and, you know, I think of other things to add more detail or depth to it, I just go and update it and update it and update it. And I've done that. I've developed an online training program. So I allow my in-person trainees to also have 30-day access to that, which has, you know, some great 4K shot videos, a lot of detail into them, a lot of, you know, notes and modulars along with that. So they get that. And I started traveling early on as well. And so this was with the intent to really grow eyes on the brand. You know what I mean? One of my things when I stepped into it and started to decide that I want to be a trainer and really grow in this space was how am I going to be undeniable, right? I'm definitely not the first to do it. I'm not the originator, but I wanted to be a trailblazer for it, an innovator in the space, and then become undeniable. And then from there, you know, there's power in the name, right? So, or in the brand. So I just grew with that. So first place I ever went was Dallas. And that was actually the first class I ever had too. So before that, I'd only had one-on-ones. Went out there, had a class of 3. It went well. The following month, I decided to go to do the same thing in Houston. Had a class of 4 that went well, and then I got the bug, you know. And it started February 2022. And then since then, it's almost been pretty much once a month for 2 years, right? So after that was Miami. Went from Miami to then Orlando the following month, Austin, Houston again, Chicago, New York, Houston again, Toronto, and hit Toronto again a little bit later after that. Obviously, always having classes in California. I've done Phoenix, I've done Scottsdale. Miami literally like 4 times, I think now. That's awesome. Dallas 3 times. I've done New York twice. I just hit New Jersey a couple months ago. I had the opportunity to go out to Melbourne, Australia, which was great. My largest class ever, amazing class. Not to knock any of the ones prior or that have probably come since, but you know, there was a great experience. And it's just been nonstop. You know, hoping to hit UK by the end of the year. About to next weekend, I'll be out in Washington, up in Seattle area. You know, we're just trying to keep that going. And I'll be honest, though, it's been getting exhausting, but it's all with an intent. So just trying to remember the intent.